Hello, Hebron High School. I'm Dr. Fields. I'm one of the school counselors here at Hebron, and I am probably going to surprise you today by telling you that we are going to begin planning for next school year today. I can't believe it either, but it's going to be here quicker than you think, and we are going to help you understand the process for course selection, which is actually going to begin in 2 weeks. Today, I'd like to give you just a general overview so you know about the programming and the help that will be along the way for you. We're also going to share this through our website and social media so that your families can also review this as well and know about the resources that are available to them. So just to follow along with me, the first thing that you need to know is there's going to be a lot of resources and help along the way. First thing is in our advisory classes, we're going to have several lessons set up for you between now and January 23rd to help you with this process. After that, we're going to have a series of parent presentations that are also going to begin next week and provide you and your family with a chance to answer a lot of questions and also hear from us directly about some of the options that you have here at Hebron. There will be an opportunity to ask questions in the lunchroom, particularly at the 9th grade campus for our current 9th graders that will be joining us on the main campus next year, so that you can ask some general questions to help make sure that you feel prepared for course selection. Skyward requests are actually going to begin on January 24th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. We really don't want that day to feel like a pop quiz for you, so that's really what all of this buildup is, so that you feel prepared for that day. And then finally, there's going to be individual meetings with students, with school counselors, really the whole month of February leading up to spring break, so that you feel like you have an individual time to ask questions and make adjustments with your counselor. In advisory, what you can expect is to get a general overview like today. We're also going to review some basic information to help make sure that you are prepared. So things like graduation requirements, we will review that so that you know that you're on track to get done with graduation requirements by 4 years. We're also going to help you to read a transcript. All of you have access to your most updated transcript in your Skyward account. We're going to show you how to read that, but also how to use that with course selection so that you can make sure that you are on track. We're going to take time to differentiate between the variety of different classes that we offer at Hebron. So that could be regular, honors classes, AP, dual credit, tech classes, VLA classes, just a lot of different varieties. So to make sure that you know all of your options, that will be done as well. And then finally, we're going to show you all of the different resources available to help you along the way so that you can get information about your choices. For the parent information sessions, like always, these are going to be done online, virtually. They're going to be live events, so counselors will be presenting but also answering questions. For people that cannot attend these things live, they're recorded and posted, so you can always rewatch them along the way. We're going to break these up by grade level so that people can feel like they're getting more individual attention. So for example, the rising 10th graders who are our current 9th graders over at the 9th grade campus, your information session is going to be on January the 17th. 11th and 12th grade, or rising 11th and 12th graders are going to have their session on January the 18th. On the 19th, we're going to have a special presentation going over our advanced academic classes. These are classes that are helping to prepare you for school after high school. So classes that we have here like honors, AP, and dual credit, and also career and technology education that are helping to prepare students for careers or also more schooling after they're done with high school graduation. And then finally, on January the 20th, during the workday, we're going to have a virtual Q&A so that parents can log in and ask questions directly to counselors to help feel like they've got any last questions they want answered. Again, if you cannot attend these, we'll have them recorded, and we're also going to have the links and all the details coming out through social media and through school communication so that people know how to participate. The lunchroom Q&A, this is going to be particularly for our current 9th graders. We're going to come over to the 9th grade campus on January 23rd. This will be a chance for you to ask some questions if you have them. It's not really going to be a chance to do some 4-year planning, but it's really a chance to ask general questions. Maybe you have a question about a particular class or a program. Maybe you want to make sure that you are picking enough classes. We can also talk to you about alternate requests, basic stuff like that. Skyward entry, so this is really the big day that we're planning for. This is going to be January the 24th, so 2 weeks from tomorrow in advisory. This is the day that you are going to be asked to enter your request into Skyward. A couple of particular details for you to know. You can only enter your course requests in the student Skyward account. Some students and parents use the same parent account. They log in the same way. That's not going to work for this. So if you don't know how to log into your student Skyward account, make sure you work that out over the next 2 weeks so that you're ready to go. Students are going to be asked to enter all 8 periods worth of classes. That does include things like senior off or early graduation, VLA classes. All of that would get entered at the same time. And then importantly, alternate classes are a big point of emphasis, so we're going to ask you to actually pick 4 to 8 alternate classes or backup choices. So make sure that you're planning for more than what you need, because oftentimes we need to use those. The individual student meetings are really where you're going to get a chance to meet individually with your school counselor. We're going to do those things through second period and advisory, really over the whole month of February. Students, if you go to the tech centers in the morning and you're not here during second period, don't worry, we're going to catch you between now and spring break at another time. During these meetings, your counselor will have had a chance to review your courses. They'll have looked at your transcripts, so they might have questions or corrections to your requests. If you have decided that you want to make an adjustment to your request between the 24th and your meeting, you can also do that. But it's a great chance to ask questions in a one-on-one experience if you need to with your school counselor. So with all of that information, the question you might be asking is, well, what do I do now? Well, first thing I would ask you is that if you had to write down your course choices for next year right now, could you do that? That's a good place to start. If you can't do that, then I would encourage you to keep it simple to begin with. First of all, you have 8 periods that you need to fill in. Every student should be taking an English, a math, a science, and a social studies class. That's 4 periods right there, and you're halfway done. For those students that have not taken a world language or are doing really well in world languages, we would encourage you to take those or to continue with those. So that could be an additional 1 to 2 credits also off of that list. Then I would encourage you to think about what you already do or what you want to do. So for those of you that are in a performing arts group like choir, theater, band, orchestra, that's 2 periods out of your list as well. If you're in ROTC, speech and debate, broadcast, act dec, all of those things take up room in your schedule. So mark those things down. And then when you look at what space you have left, that's where your electives come into play. The tech centers, the classes that we offer at Hebron, that's really where you're going to be looking and going over those electives, and that's probably where you have the most looking around and thinking to do. If you can work on those things over the next 2 weeks with our help, I think you're going to be really good shape for the 24th, and then we'll go from there. Again, we look forward to this process with you, and there will be help along the way, so stay tuned, and we will see you down the road. Thank you.